All right, now that we have covered data and knowledge integration as well, let us move on to development framework. Modern AI agent projects almost never start from zero. Instead, they are built by combining ready made building blocks. Think of them like Lego pieces that let you easily add capabilities such as memory, planning, tool usage, orchestration, and others. So, in this particular part, we'll look at some of the most important frameworks that help you do exactly that. Let us start with LangChain. If you learn one framework, this is the one to pick. LangChain gives you two core components, that is chains and agents. Chains are used to build structured step-by-step workflows that we call agentic workflows, where the sequence of actions is predefined. For example, imagine an app that summarizes customer feedback. Every time new feedback comes in, the app follows the same step. Collect the feedback, send it to the model for summarization, and save the memory. That fixed sequence is essentially a chain. Agents, on the other hand, are more dynamic. They don't just follow a fixed script here, they can make decisions and adjust their actions based on new information. LangChain also provides built-in tools that makes it easier to create these intelligent agents. On top of that, we have the Lang graph, an extension to LangChain that uses when your workflow is not just a straight line. Instead of simple sequence, you can design a graph with multiple path and work well for everything from the simple chatbots to complex system with multiple collaborating agents. Next is Microsoft AutoGen, which is designed specifically for multi-agent collaboration. Here, you assign roles like researchers, coders, or reviewer, and the framework manages the conversation between them. This agent exchange messages, share context, and even make decisions together. Since it is built by Microsoft, it integrates smoothly with Azure and OpenAI services. This makes it especially useful for scenarios where different specialized agents need to work together on complex tasks. Another interesting framework is Crew AI. It focuses on organizing teams of agents in a simple and intuitive way. Each agent they have their own role, a backstory, and specific goals, and the framework handles coordination and task delegation automatically. It also integrates with LangChain, so you get the benefits of that ecosystem without dealing with all its complexity. Crew AI again is great for collaborative scenarios, storytelling applications, or demos that are easy for non-developers to understand. Google's Agent Development Kit or ADK is another powerful option, especially if you're working with Google Cloud ecosystem. It connects directly with Gemini model, then Vertex AI and enterprise system like BigQuery and SAP. This framework is ideal for enterprise use cases where agents need secure access to internal data and must follow strict governance and security standards. Then there's Flowwise, which is perfect for beginner or anyone who prefers a visual approach. Flowwise lets you build agents using a kind of a drag and drop interface where each block represents a prompt tool or a prompt or tool or a agent. You don't need deep programming language here. It supports branching logic, human in the loop interactions, and development as an API or chat widget. It is specifically useful for rapid prototyping and experimenting with ideas. Of course, these are just few examples. New frameworks are coming out all the time. The goal here is again simply to give you a sense of what is available and how these tools help you build powerful AI agents more easily. Now, once you build your agent, the next step is deployment. Your agent might work perfectly in a notebook, but that is not where it belongs. It needs to be accessible to the user. Maybe you through a chat interface on your website, inside your product, or as a backend service running behind the scene. In most cases, deployment happens on the cloud. Platforms like AWS provide services like Lambda and Bedrock and SageMaker and Lex, which makes it easier to deploy and manage AI agents. While setup can be technical, Cloud platforms handle scalability, reliability, and infrastructure for you. This ensures that your agent can interact with user rather smoothly and perform reliably in real-world environment. To really understand the value of AI agents, it helps to think about them as AI employees that companies can hire. They're not just human, of course, but they are increasingly capable of handling many of the same tasks humans do today. One obvious benefit people immediately think of is cost savings. If AI agents can do more work that employees traditionally handled, companies can operate more efficiently. In fact, CNN reported that around 41% of companies worldwide are planning workforce reduction by 2030. Typically, junior and less specialized roles are more likely to be affected first, while leadership and strategic roles are harder to replace. But the cost advantage is not just about salary. Human employees come with additional cost: onboarding, paid leave, health benefits, office space, laptops, and other perks. AI agents do not need any of that. They don't need desk and parking space or even company swags. So when you think about cost efficiency, it is not just about salary that disappears. It is the entire overhead around maintaining human employees. There's also an interesting difference in how costs evolve over time. Human employees usually become more expensive as they gain experience and as the company grows. With AI agent, it is almost opposite. There's typically a higher upfront investment to build and deploy them, but once they are in place, they can scale to handle more work with very little additional cost. They keep improving over time while remaining relatively inexpensive to maintain. This makes businesses far more scalable. Another big advantage is error reduction. When you automate certain processes, you reduce the chances of costly mistakes. Depending on the industry, this could mean less wasted material, fewer operational issues, and better customer satisfactions. Let's look at the revenue side, which is equally exciting. AI agents can take over repetitive, boring tasks that normally consume a lot of human time. This frees up employees to focus on higher valuable work, things like innovation, problem solving, and improving products. Creativity thrives when people have time to think, and AI agents help create that space. They can also significantly improve customer service. Even smaller companies can offer 24 by 7 support using AI agent. And in many cases, AI agents can provide more consistent and accurate responses because they have instant access to company policies, procedures, and knowledge. This is especially powerful in large organizations where no single human knows everything. One of the most exciting future possibilities is real time decision support. AI agents will be able to connect directly to company data and provide insights to decision maker. This will help leaders make faster, smarter decisions and run operations more effectively. The biggest value of AI agent is not just saving money or automating tasks, it's about amplifying human potential. They take care of repetitive work, provide insights, and allow humans to focus on strategy and creativity and innovation. The real future is not human versus AI, it is humans and AI working together, each doing what they do the best. No matter what your role is, whether you are writing code, handling customer support, or working in logistics, you will increasingly find AI agents working right alongside you. In the coming years, AI won't just assist you, it will actually observe how you work and learn from it. Gradually, it will start performing certain tasks faster and more efficiently than us human. That said, however, there will still be areas where humans clearly outperform AI. Let's be clear, virtual employees are becoming a reality. Companies will need to adapt and optimize their workflows to stay competitive. If they don't, someone else will, and they will gain the advantage. Routine, repetitive tasks, especially administrative work, are the easiest targets for automation. Roles that involve less critical thinking, fewer soft skills, and limited creativity are more likely to be handled by the AI agents. This means humans will need to shift their focus towards higher value work. Skills like intuition and creativity and judgment will become more important. Even in organizations that adopt AI heavily, humans will remain essential, especially for things like strategic discussions and decision making meetings and creative thinking and solving complex problems. In fact, most AI driven workflows will still have a human in charge, someone responsible for supervising the AI, reviewing its decisions, and stepping in when needed. Every AI system should also have clear escalation paths. For example, imagine you are talking to an AI support agent from a real world state company. The AI can easily answer factual questions like price, location, or square footage, but when you then you ask something more subjective, is this neighborhood good for a young family with kids? At this point, the AI recognizes that this requires human judgment and local experience. So it hands off the conversation to, let us say, Emma, a human agent who actually lives nearby. Emma can share real insights about schools and safety and perks and overall community vibe. This handoff ensures that the experience remains personal and trustworthy and genuinely helpful. It shows why humans and AI need to work together and not compete with each other. Another important responsibility for human managers is, for example, regularly reviewing AI decision. For example, maybe again, imagine a bank using an AI agent to evaluate small business loan application. The AI processes applications quickly and consistently, but the bank's loan manager, Alex, still reviews one of the AI's decision every single week. During one review, AI or Alex, let us say, notices the AI rejected a promising local businesses because of financial issues. However, Alex knows the business has strong growth potential and a solid local reputation, things the AI did not fully account for. So Alex steps in, approves the loan, and updates the AI guidelines so as to make it better decision in the future.